Hi there. Welcome to the Obachanchatter. I'm still not back in my spot yet, but I'll be there soon enough. You can talk anywhere, I think, except you ain't supposed to talk in church. Hmm. Sorry, my mouth dry. I can't make this long, but I'm here to do the recap for Love and Marriage Huntsville season 9, episode 6. These lips don't lie. We ended off at listening to Martell and Marsau go back and forth about him, how he was cheating and how this one is nasty, and you got Destiny jumping in saying y'all ruining the damn thing, and they at this field day arguing their ass off. So it's on the same stuff, the same. You've been cheating, you a cheater. And Martell tell Marsau, or he told Keisha, one of them, that he beyond nasty. And then they fussing because Martell dragging in Tisha. She taking the strays and the bullets, and they just going back and forth. And y'all know when they do this type of shit, I really don't indulge because it gives me a little bit of a headache trying to remember who said what about who. So you just get the gist. These two don't have no respect for one another. And Martell is dragging in Tisha as he shouldn't. So to me, I put down here, it sounds like some high school talk. Doesn't like that she leaves with who? Oh, I said the men are doing some high school shit. It's ridiculous. Destiny don't like it, so she leaving and she taking her Vance with her, which is Nell's son. So anyway, the teacher say, and Lateasha look good in that purple or plum, whatever she doing with her hair like that. She look real soft, real feminine. I like that look. I like how she looks. But she says that even though Destiny leaving, she started this shit with this stupid ass question. She knew what she was doing when she was asking the questions. So you still hear Martell and Marsau arguing, and Martell telling Marsau he act like a little bitch, and then so Kimmy is telling Marsau that Lateisha is the one that's being disrespected, and he just keep going on and on. So Maurice say that well, we all know that if Martell had some proof that Maurice was messing around on Tisha ass, that he would have been showed the pictures, gave us the phone number, he would have doxed the shit out of that lady. So we know that ain't true, even though he say he got proof. Ain't nobody seen them going on 6 years of the same bullshit. And Maurice say, like we say, he couldn't hold it. If he had it, that motherfucker couldn't hold a cup of water. So anyway, Maurice said they building up. They got to build up from all the years of little minor aggressions. Now they were taking a toll on their relationship. So Martell and Talisha and Lateisha are at a jewelry store. And this really bothered me. They was at the jewelry store, and the reason why the store, she trying all types of rings and shit, but she in there for him to get a wedding band, because apparently he don't have one. So she asked him how he feel about wedding bands, and he said he don't feel shit about them. He said they just remind him of a commitment. She said no, they're supposed to remind you of love and us sticking together, and you committed to somebody. And he's like, when you people see me, you don't think they know I'm married. She said they probably don't, because you don't wear a ring. Sometimes you don't have dude ain't gotta wear a ring for you to know that he married. Sometimes some of them act like they're married. So anyway, he get to talking to her about the band, and he said, "How much is this band?" It's $2,000, and she said, "That's not bad." And he said, "That's terrible, because they used to be $88, which is true, but that was 25 something years ago. You could buy a nice little simple band for about $80. That's true, but now the goal is 2,000." So this is what I don't like. She ain't getting a ring. He getting a ring. And she taking off all her shit, getting it clean. Can you clean my ring? Can you clean this one too? Can you clean my watch? I was like, damn, bitch. Then he said, "Sir, would you like me to clean your watch?" And he was like, "Yeah." He said, "I feel naked without my watch." And she said, "You should feel naked without your ring." So anyway, we gotta listen to this bullshit talk about how she felt like she been dragged for 6 years, and people talked about her, and it was so depressing. Well, get the fuck off the show then, like that other lady. Didn't your other co-star get off? That Whitney, the Winslows. Then she said that she was Every time the people was talking about her so bad, she wanted to jump off a bridge. She did the smart shit. She chose her and got the fuck off the show. Now, if you was feeling that heavy, I had me feeling she up in the jewelry store crying and shit while the man back there cleaning her goddamn all her jewelry that she owned, and she ain't buying nothing, just her husband. It, it was, to me, it just seemed like she was over. And my watch too, bitch. Why don't you just buy some jewelry cleaner, clean your own shit? So anyway, let me just stop. So he get to talking to her, yeah, Marceau and them, and she's like, we decided we was gonna stay together when we see what it looked like not being together. I don't want to hear that shit. Everybody, don't, I don't want to hear about y'all struggle love. You gonna stay with him. I wouldn't matter if he did sleep with somebody yesterday, 10 years ago. You gonna stay with your husband. You already know. Y'all past that. We was talking about what our marriage looked like. He was talking to you like he was a sack of shit. He was. Don't act like y'all was all groovy, 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 because you wasn't. Because every time he turned around to me, he was always on your ass about something that you wasn't doing right. Because he's perfect. But anyway, y'all gonna keep this shit going. Like Martell said, you let him do it. You allow him to do the shit that he do to you, or whatever that meant. So anyway, let me get back on cue because I'm off. Okay. Yeah, she said the people beat me up, and for 6 years, and I've been crying. And this year was the hardest, and I felt like I was so alone. I was like, you wasn't alone. You had your little fan people and him. You was alright. So anyway, she tell him that she gotta talk to Destiny, or she talked to Destiny and she apologized, and he said he gonna apologize to her too because he ain't mean to go low, but he did, and he ain't no more. He said I don't have no respect for Martell, so he said I just figured out if he'd do shit to the mother of his kids, she'd definitely do something to me. Yep, he sure will. So he just done his friends. So Mel meet with Tisha because she want to gossip. She said she want to catch up on how everybody doing after the trip and get feedback. I was like, damn, bitch, was you doing a travel agency now? Because if you giving feedback, the trip was terrible. So she was surprised when she said that she was glad as hell to get back home from get off that trip. Really? Really, Mel, you was surprised. So anyway, she go right in on Maurice with his charge for getting arrested for a DUI and how she know it embarrassed Kimmy and Tisha not trying to play into the shit. She like not feeding into the gossip. But Mel trying to get her to talk real. And girl, then you see he had red lipstick on in the photo. And Tisha said, I don't think he was wearing no lipstick. So they pull up the mug shot. And she said, that right there, girl. You just trying to make yourself not see nothing. She was trying to get her to gossip about that situation. And when we see Letitia's like, listen, she was talking all that shit, but I was like, truth be told, it ain't nobody business. She said, it's a good thing that he didn't hurt nobody and that he didn't hurt anyone and nobody got hurt. She said, yeah, that's how it should have been, but that's not how it was. What you saw him do was the next day he got Hennessy in his hand or some shit, and he like, free Maurice, free Maurice, and I was like, that ain't how it's supposed to go, because my grandmother was killed by a drunk driver. And I just thought that was just so disrespectful. And Lateasha was like, yeah, girl, I see. She said, girl, so just go on, tell me about it. And Lateasha's like, girl, I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm going to get my shit to go. Thank you so much for having me out here. And she said, girl, where is you going? She said, girl, I'm about to get up out of here. I ain't finna sit here and do this shit with you today, girl. And thank you so much for my meal. And Mel was hollering, hey, that lady leaving without paying. She was like, girl, get the fuck out of here because Mel trying to get me caught up in some bullshit. And then Mel was like in her confessional, I know they got a pack. They were digging in my business, but as soon as I tried to dig in somebody's, I was like, bitch, you is messy. And this is what I've been saying about Mel ever since I seen her first fucking episode. You a slick, messy bitch. But I ain't got no problem with you because I know a bunch of slick, messy bitches. Yeah, man, I'm cool with him. I say hey, but we roll like how you roll with people. If you're a slick, messy bitch, you see how you mess with people? That's how I roll with you. Hey, girl. See how Lateasha got her shit, girl? You is so crazy. People make mistakes. That wasn't no mistake. That was a choice to drive drunk and girl, you is just doing too much. So anyway, I was like, she's sitting around here stirring the pot with some bullshit. So Letitia got out of there on blame out of haul ass too. So oh so yeah, so anyway, yeah, Letitia said Mel trying to make something out of nothing. Now all of a sudden this man got lipstick on his red lipstick on his collar, on his lips. She's like, girl, I got the picture right here looking at it. I don't see no lipstick. I heard people saying, she said, girl, them just, he got pink lips. Okay, girl, whatever you say. So Destiny meet with Martell, but why Destiny meet with Martell is another parallel scene going on with Chris Fletcher and what's his name? And Marsau. So anyway, Destiny meet with Martell and she said, you lost your mind in my shit. You had to be the heat because you was tripping. He said, I kind of owe you an apology. He said, but why the fuck would you ask me them type of questions? Because you knew what was up. She said, yeah, I knew what was up, but I thought that asking them type of questions meant that it would bring up a resolution for y'all, not bring all this bullshit with you bringing in Tisha and dragging in motherfuckers talking shit. Y'all just getting out of control. I didn't want that shit to happen. So Martell says, we always say, yeah, I ain't want to do that, but I ain't want to go low, but he made me go low. I ain't want to butt, one of them shit. So he was like, if he don't fuck with me, I ain't gonna fuck with him. But if he fuck with me, I'm gonna fuck with him. Y'all know how he do. He got a cause and effect thing. So anyway, he said, I was feeling the type of way. And she said, I said that shit. And what Martell was saying is that when he was going through his shit, he felt like the men didn't support him, that they kind of didn't, nobody picked up the phone to ask if he was okay. So, he feeling like a bitch about some shit, what he keeps saying about everybody else. So, Chris is with Marcel, and he was like, yeah, and I don't know, if Marcel trying to fuck with Chris, like saying, yeah, every time we round Martell, he calling your wife a side chick. Your wife, he's a side chick. And Chris like, yeah, I don't go for that. He said, but he say he's sorry, but then he do it again and again. I was like, Marcel, why you trying to incite some shit with Chris and Marcel? Anyway. So anyway, he was telling him that Chris was telling Marcel that he growing, he building another brokerage on the other side of town. That he hired some new agents, and he said he got to say he's sorry for Lateasha. Um, he said he got to say he's sorry. He felt sorry for her because she was catching the strays and this, that, and other thing. They were talking about the same old shit they always talk about. But this one was good with Mel meet with the low talker with her and Tisha. Mel, I'm telling you, Mel, I don't give a fuck, man. It must have fucked you up there. I mean, I'm gonna be for real. You divorced your husband, so that means you filed the paperwork first. My husband divorced me. I didn't want to get a divorce. I didn't. I mean, whatever. I didn't want to get a divorce. And for a whole lot of reasons, mainly because I was gonna be the one that get the shitty end of the stick, most likely. I mean, that's how you be feeling. So anyway, that's just not even important. Ain't no fucking way I've been divorced from you 4 or 5 years. Even if I had it in me to still love on you, that I'd be asking these kind of fucking questions. So anyway, they meet and she says, how you doing? How you been since the trip and this and that. So she started, it's raining like hell. Low Talker looks nice. She said, the group, they start talking about the weird shit at the sunrise dinner when she was saying, hey, this, that, and another thing, and something else, and the rather, and some other shit. And then Mel just kind of just was like, Well, the issue was, she said I was gonna say bye, but I didn't say bye because I was kind of still mad because the way shit rolled out, and the ladies was making it so awkward because it was a group of people. We all kind of interact together, but it's not like that in the group. It's kind of like individuals, like kind of in the group. So they made it awkward. She was like, "No, bitch, ain't nobody make it awkward. You the one that made it weird and awkward." And she said, "What you mean?" So, in other words, she's like, you kind of like lied. And she said, did her attitude was real. Mel attitude was real. Inspector Gadget, fucking Carmen San Diego, Murdoch, Murder She Wrote, fucking Perry Mason. She was like, "What house was it in?" Well, when did you meet him? 2020. When was the month? What was the road? What the driveway look like? What color was the house? Well, we did have both houses was like one was white and one was light. What did the driveway look like? Oh, you know the driveway, girl, if you was driving up the mountains. So I'm just looking at her like, why the fuck do you care? So it ain't looking right. So when did you start training him? I mean, at his house, and you didn't even really know him to train him, but you was at his house. Man, I've been like, you know what, Mel? I don't know. And then she did this. So y'all was having this conversation before I pulled you on the trip. So you didn't feel like you should have pulled me to the side after you was invited, or when we started knowing each other, that, hey girl, this may come up. What bitch? I'm gonna tell y'all, man, Mel crazy, and she do not like you, Trisha. She when it come to girl code, y'all ain't really got no code, whatever. I don't know. She was playing some bullshit. When you was training him at his house, what the furniture look like? What color was the room? The living room. So you trained at a gym. So I don't get that. What year? 2020. What month? You not sure? What you not sure? Girl, what road was it on? And she LT was like, I don't remember. I don't know. I know it was chilly. It was in the fall. What's it in the fall? You ain't gonna find nothing. Low talk ain't gonna tell you shit. So them two definitely not gonna be friends. Anyway, all this I don't know, but she's showing her colors, y'all, for real, for real. She is really showing her colors. And so they show apart. Now, and in my personal opinion, maybe back around season 3 and 4, to me, I don't know, I think I ain't trying to say what's his name, Marceau and Lateasha breaking up, but I always thought that Marceau kind of had like a little thing for Mel. You know what I'm saying? Like I think they like that banner and shit that they do with each other. So when Mel was like, "Why would you ask your friend if he was trying to hit on your ex-wife?" And he was like, "Cause I'm a man," and he was reaching out to you to have drinks with me, and you was fucked up. So I want to know. And then I roll with this motherfucker. I want to know what's up. That's why I asked. So anyway, you could have been anywhere, but you was here with me trying to figure out this love and marriage Huntsville. I don't even know why these motherfuckers are supposed to be friends. Deal for like almost 19 minutes, but I'm gonna have to get off of this thing because my son got to go back to work and I need to be quiet in the room. I didn't want to stay by myself. Sometimes it can be a little boring. So anyway, listen, I'll be back tomorrow because somebody come on tomorrow. Oh, the Real Housewives of Potomac. And somebody else on, it's made so many damn shows on now. I just don't know. So listen, y'all have a good one because it's about Sunday morning, 2 a.m. and I'm awake. I'm actually doing laundry in the hotel because I'm doing laundry. And it's the best time to do it because I'm in the hotel. Anyway, I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.